Hi, everyone. This is the design iteration release meeting for September 11th to September 22nd for the digital experience team. So over the last 2 weeks, our team continued to work on the moments that matter customer research work. Our goal for, just as a reminder, our goal for the end of this quarter is for each of the enterprise group and the commercial group to come up with one big swing idea, two big bets, and four smaller iterations. So that's for the end of the quarter. For this iteration, we really focus, just to get the momentum out there, to focus on the smaller iterative changes that we can make, and then next iteration and the following ones will focus more on the big swing or the other two bets. So I'll pass it off to the designers to share their process for this week and then what solutions they've come up for the smaller iterative changes. So I'll pass it to you, Carrie, on the enterprise team.
Cool. Yep, I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, so at the beginning of this iteration, we worked together with we did a lot of cross-functional collaboration. So we worked with our sales teams, our growth teams, I think product marketing, and we kind of we did this enterprise empathy map. So together we figured out what people were doing, thinking, and feeling throughout the whole customer journey. So through awareness, consideration, conversion, expansion, and evangelism. So from there, we also pulled out these themes. So if we come in closer, we're talking for enterprise, we focused on what are the themes for a buyer, and then what are the themes for users. And then we pulled out how might we's. So from these insights, we had problems. And then with the how might we came out with possible solutions. So how might we show ultimate pricing in a way that makes us more approachable was one of them. And then from there, we took these and along with commercial. So commercial is also doing the same exercise. And we took out these possible solutions and we put them on a effort impact matrix, prioritization matrix. And together we put them, we graded them on what kind of effort we thought these solutions might be, and then what kind of impact they might be. So from there, we kind of were able to pull out our big swing, our bets, and our incremental improvements. And then I'm going to pass it off to Tina, who's going to talk about more about the solutioning.
Thanks. So Carrie and I went through the most voted solutions just for this iteration to try to judge what could be feasible to send over to engineering for next week. So we picked two that we thought could have medium to high impact, but were small iterations, kind of something that we can quickly put together just to get the ball rolling while we start thinking about those bigger swings and those bigger, higher impact work that we'll work on. So one, I'm going to share my screen. So the one that we decided to focus on for this iteration, one of our ideas was enterprise-focused landing pages. And when I say that, I know we have an enterprise page, but the idea is to not call it GitLab for enterprises. It's these pages are meant to kind of speak their language, especially for a decision maker. So these would be less for practitioners, maybe for influencers a little bit. And so the idea is to address their top business goals and highlight things like ROI and top drivers like speed, efficiency, and security. So the page we started with is an ROI page. So this maximize your ROI heading is just a work in progress. We haven't had any content support yet. And then we would, maybe highlight a customer video here. we would pull a lot of metrics. So from our research, we know that enterprise customers, especially at a decision maker level, prefer to consume content at a higher level and like to see metrics and proof points from sources they know and respect, and proof points that they can really relate to, which is why there's so many metrics and values on this page. This Forrester study in itself is a case for switching to GitLab. So we really wanted to highlight that here and pull metrics from that report. And then right below that, start to plant the seed by switching to Ultimate. You can increase your efficiency by these values that we got from our ROI calculator. And then below that, surface proof points from customers that they know and respect, but organized by these value drivers. So reduce cost and boost productivity, deliver better software faster, and reduce security and compliance risks. So these could be clickable, and you'd have a different quote and some metrics from those different customers. And then below that, we have some more subtle CTAs, about finding out which tier might be best for your team. A couple education cards where there's some more resources aimed towards the specific audience's goals and needs. So why invest in digital transformation? So this is the idea of like, invest in your company's bottom line by switching maybe to a platform, or at least by switching to GitLab. We can talk about our visibility here in this card, where we talk about measuring and identifying inefficiencies and gain actionable insights through DORA metrics and value streams and analytics. And then a card for building a business case for GitLab. So there's a page for that on the Get Started pages. And then this is another incremental improvement here, this section here. So we learned also from our research that the concept of retooling is a huge friction point for enterprise buyers. They already have a tool set, they're attached to it for a variety of reasons, and they're maybe not interested in ripping and replacing or completely retooling. So we want to start pushing the message that we can integrate with existing tools. We can meet customers where they are in their DevOps journey to kind of ease that doubt. And this could be a messaging that we could pepper throughout our site, actually, not only here, but this is a good place to start with it. And then some recognition here, and then a couple more CTAs at the bottom, pushing that message. Let us meet you where you're at. Again, we need content help for this page. A link to our solutions and a link to more customer stories. Yeah, I think, did I miss anything there, Carrie? I think that was the bulk of it. Quickly, unrelated to Moments That Matter, there was a request to update the Why GitLab page. I have a couple designs here, a dark version and a light version. The request was to surface the DevSecOps content onto one page without having to ask the user to toggle in the dropdown. So here's a solution for that. These would open up. I think I have a version. This is extremely messy. I shouldn't even be showing this. Here's an open card, open accordion that has all the content that's currently on the page in the dark version. And then here, I'll show the light version. It's a little easier to digest right now. And then we have the customer proof points inside each, our questions, can your DevSecOps platforms XYZ? And then our GitLab Duo section. I think that's it for the improvements on that page. I'll hand it over to Trevor.
Thanks, Tina. Similar to enterprise, this iteration, commercial began with identifying themes from our research, identified potential problems for these themes, and then ideated and prioritized solutions to solve these problems. One of the main things we learned through this research was we really need to do a better job of selling the value of premium over free to the commercial customer. So we started with exploring incremental solutions around this problem area. So in particular, focused first on what we could do to the pricing page based off its importance to conversion and the traffic volume early in the commercial buyer's journey, as well as looked at exploring incremental solutions for the small business page. this is a page dedicated to this audience, and I think there's a lot we can do to around incremental changes to improve this experience to help solve that particular problem. Outside of the moments that matter work, I spent time this iteration updating the experience to include the new GitLab Duo logo. So this included making some changes to the Duo landing page, as well as exploring a future navigation feature card that can help promote that particular page. So that's everything from the commercial side. I'll hand it back over to Ilza.
Great, thanks so much. Trevor, did you want to share any of your designs?
Not yet, still refining them a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. That was all for the design iteration release meeting, and we'll keep everyone updated on the customer research and moments to matter work. Thanks so much.